What's up, friends? The technicians at this well-known appliance repair workshop in the city shared these tips with us, so pay close attention because we're going to fix this issue. I've been reviewing several cases in the workshop together with the technicians, and the EE9 error in Sharp microwaves is one of those that always raises concern because the unit seems to turn on, but then it locks up without much explanation. Many customers arrive saying, the microwave turns on normally, but after a second, EE9 appears and it stops heating. And right from the start, we know this is not an external issue, but an internal failure in the electronic system or the heating generation process. In the workshop, we explain that this code appears when the microwave detects a serious irregularity in its operation and enters protection mode. Continuing with what we see day to day, some customers say, I plug it in, it runs for a few seconds, and then shuts off with the error. In these cases, the first thing we check is the main control board, because it is responsible for managing all the functions of the unit. We technicians usually say, if the board receives signals that don't make sense, the system protects itself and shuts everything down. These types of failures often appear after voltage fluctuations or small power surges that affect circuit stability. As we move further into the diagnosis, we also find customers saying, the plate spins, but it doesn't heat at all, and then EE9 appears. Here we focus on the magnetron and the microwave generation system, because that is the component responsible for producing heat. In the workshop, we explain that if the magnetron is not working correctly, the unit detects it immediately and stops the process to avoid further damage. It's an automatic safety feature that prevents the microwave from operating in unsafe conditions. On the other hand, there are situations where customers mention, it used to work fine and suddenly started failing without warning. This leads us to inspect the sensor system and internal connections, because a loose wire, corroded connection, or faulty sensor can send incorrect information to the board. A technician in the workshop explains it like this. When internal communication fails, the unit can't trust its readings, and it locks itself. Continuing with what we see in the workshop, some customers say, I heard a strange noise, and then the error appeared. In these cases, we check the high voltage transformer and related components, because any irregularity in the internal power supply can trigger this kind of fault. We explain that these components operate at high energy levels, and when something starts to fail, the system detects it immediately and shuts down as a safety measure. Finally, we also see situations where the error appears after prolonged use of the unit. Customers say, over time it started failing and now it always shows EE9. Here we inspect the entire system, because natural wear of electronic components can affect overall stability. In the workshop, we always say these appliances are very sensitive internally, and when a part begins to degrade, the system quickly detects it to prevent further damage.